Back, ladies and gentlemen, to another brand new live stream. If you are watching this, that means you're awesome. So we're going to wait for some people to join in and we will get started. Let me change the audio here. All right. So, what's on the agenda for today? We are going to discuss that as we have more viewers joining. I would love to have a spiritual dialogue with the viewers here. We are almost at 17,000 subscribers. I'm sure we'll reach that tonight. If not, then tomorrow. And in approximately 2 to 3 months, we will be at 20,000 subscribers. So that is something that I am looking forward to. Big milestone. If you can't see, we have a little check mark here, and we also have the Save Soil badge. The check mark represents 100,000 subscribers. When somebody reaches the milestone of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, they have a verified check mark, which is what I want to do. Or to have, excuse me. So just to remind you that being able to comment here is a privilege, not a right. And we will certainly ban people that are misbehaving. So please be respectful, please be kind, and be genuine. Okay? That's all that I ask. All right. Can you do it? You can do it? Thank you. I will do it. I will do it. Or let's all pray and let's all wish. Yes, that's right. I'm a white yogi. It's usually uncommon to see white yogis. Usually yogis are brown, from India or Asian. But I am white. And that is cool. That is cool. Can eternal life be reached through semen retention? Not just through semen retention, but that's a very big, powerful start. You should definitely practice semen retention. I'm having a good day, thank you. Yes, nothing wrong with privilege. White is, yeah, well, I can't really say that, but the color of the skin is just skin deep. So if you're here, if you have questions or comments, I'll be happy to write them out. This is a place where we get to collaborate and have fun together and build our community. The color of light, sure. We'll say that. Hello, thank you for joining, welcome. I accidentally closed. Yeah, am I good? All right, so what's everybody saying today? How was your day? How was your week going? How was your weekend? Today is Saturday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I am fortunately living in a way, oh, excuse me, today is Friday. Fortunately, I'm living in a way that I don't really know the days. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or anything else like that. And I believe that is the best way to live. Well, not the best way, but I'm free from time. Meditating under trees is good. Meditating in nature is the best. So we're here, we're doing it. You like my aura? Thank you. I wear a spiritual necklace called Rudraksha, Shiva's teardrops, and they cleanse my aura. So I was just thinking about this today. Shambho, Shambho. So how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How is your life? What's going on? Any difficulties? Any problems? Do you put pine cream on your beard for a rugged look? No, I don't. Why do you seem happier today? I don't know, well rested? Maybe. But I'm a happy guy. Sometimes a little bit less happy, but usually pretty happy. Good evening, good evening. It is afternoon for me. It is 4 p.m. And yes, all donations are read out loud by text to speech. What training have you had as a yogi? Are you self-proclaimed? Well, the qualification of being a yogi is not some big deal. You just are striving towards union, or you have union. So, a person on the meditation path is a yogi. And yes, I've had training, I've studied and gone to different places, so yes. Tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy almost birthday. Watermelon, you ate a watermelon earlier today? That's good. Watermelon is one of the best fruits. No, yogis usually eat alive foods, nutrient-rich foods. They don't eat bad food. Fruits are powerful food, yep. So I'm striving towards the infinite, towards liberation. I'm striving. And that's what matters. How do I feel about the Yogi the bear? I think he's a meditative animal. Do you have a following as a yogi? And what religion do you follow? Are you Buddhist? I was influenced by the Buddha. Yes, I have a following as a yogi. I have 16,966 subscribers as of now. Now 67 subscribers. God calls it to be a yogi. There isn't a school for it. That's very true, Mackie. Ever been to a Jellystone? No, don't know what that is. What is the difference between a yogi and a sadhaka? I think those are the same things. I could be wrong. I should start learning Ki, Kung Fu, and Qigong. In fact, I'm thinking about going and learning martial arts. Or spending a significant length of time learning how to fight. Is Dr. Rob really rich? I have no idea. He lies all the time. Would I rather be a bear or a sheep? I'd rather be a sheep, so comfortably live in a farm and don't have to kill animals. Do you consider yourself a bodhisattva? No, I do not consider myself a bodhisattva. I still want to Xbox with you. Well, add me on Discord. Then you can add me on Steam. Did I actually call the police on a rooster, or was it a joke? That's a joke. That's a joke. Why do you want to fight, or you want to train for mental training too? I want to learn how to fight. I don't want to fight, but knowing how to fight is necessary and even essential as a man. Sounds good. Bodhisattva is a very long path. I'm here to liberate myself, not to go for 10,000 lifetimes and become a Buddha. I'm just a simple guy. What do you think of warriors? I think that by a warrior you mean a soldier, then that's very bad. Soldiers kill people, and that leads to very bad karmic fruit. Do I still think the rooster's in prison? That was a joke. That's not reality. Is there a way to stop wars? One small step you can take is to stop eating animals. If we close all the slaughterhouses, there will be much less violence on Earth. Well, if a soldier is protecting the country, that's okay, but a soldier going into war is just he sold his body for money. Literally. How many lentils have I consumed today?
At Monk Life donated $2. Seraph donated $500 on Streamlabs.
Well, considering that you lie all the time, I don't believe you. How many pounds of lentils have I consumed today? 0 pounds. I'm on an empty stomach. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Linga Bhairavi sadhana, you practice that with Sadhguru. Listen to the mantras, get to the consecrated item. It'll change your life. Which came first, the road or the chicken? I think the road came first. Got to clear the emergency room last night, no spinal injury. Thank God. I knew there was nothing wrong, just by the vibes. But I'm not a doctor, okay? Psychically. So congratulations, that's a huge weight lifted off your mind, I'm sure. What time is it in Canada? It is 4:41 p.m. Hello, Bombilicious. Are spiritual people like you allowed to have a life?
At Monk Life donated $2. If someone sends me $100 on PayPal, I'll go live.
You don't have to have money to go live. You can just live by yourself right now, as you are. So, thank you very much for your donation, Monk Life. As you can see, we have text-to-speech enabled here. And yes, I'm allowed to have a wife. There's nobody stopping me. I'm the maker and ruler of my life. There's nothing that I'm allowed or not allowed to do. I decide what is acceptable to me or not. Nobody is my authority. Are you an enlightened being? I don't know. I don't think so. But I'm definitely not unenlightened. I will most certainly do no such thing, Monk Life. I'm alright. Everything is peachy. What's your opinion on sylphs? Don't know what that is. Alright, we're looking for some deep and meaningful spiritual questions. So if you have anything worthwhile to share, some life's experiences, I'd love to hear it. I'll go first, I guess. Kindness and compassion. Hello, Ray Ray. Thank you so much. Wishing you love and light as well. Is he a real monk, or is he said he might be a scammer? That's for you to figure out and investigate. Why did you leave Thailand or wherever you were? Well, originally I'm from Canada, so I just came back to Canada. It's my home. Do you like egg fried rice? No, I don't eat eggs. I'm a vegan. Nice to see you too, Ray Ray. Does waking up remembering you're married to a demon? I don't know. So what you give becomes your quality. There's a lesson of the day. If you give out anger, well, you are anger. If you give out love, then you are love. So think about what you're giving out. I don't eat any animal products. None.
At Monk Life donated $2. I want everyone to know this guy is a criminal beg.
Thank you very much for your donation, Monk Life. Please don't make up stories about me. And we'd appreciate donations made on Streamlabs instead. I think Rob has much knowledge. I'm hoping he's able to achieve his dreams and having a meditation center. I feel like Rob were working in the US, he'd already have it. Possibly. What if you give out tofu burgers? Tofu burgers are very good, and we should eat more tofu. It's very good for your health, very good for the environment, and very good for the animals. Yes, I am friends with Robert Davis. Yes, I am. Do I like oat milk? Yes, I do. Oat milk is delicious. Basically, all plant foods, plant milks are delicious. Yep, you can ask a question with Streamlabs for only $1 or send a text to speech message. We support Streamlabs donations. What do you think about that Monto drummer being robbed from a parallel universe? Like Rob State Among Chorus would be that guy. No, I think that's too much of a wishful thinking. I think, yeah, just wishful thinking. But that guy's good. He makes good music. You asked to ask spiritual questions here. One non-duality versus non-duality. I don't know what that means. I have some tofu, not sure to cook it, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. Look at my video, Ray Ray Brown. I made a video about it maybe a month ago. I'm practicing Ma Kalau Sadhana. What are you practicing? I'm practicing being alive, being conscious every moment, and spreading positivity. And yes, please do not buy Super Chats on the YouTube app on the iPhone, because the YouTube platform and Apple platform, they take more than 50% of the donation. And that includes buying memberships as well. So choose to open a laptop or use an Android instead. Is it more moral to consume human breast milk rather than cows or goat milk? It depends on the circumstance. If the woman allows you to drink her breast milk, then I guess there's nothing wrong with it. But unfortunately, we enslave animals to drink their milk, like Monk Life knows too well, very intimately. And they pays for that to happen. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Oh, yeah. my fellow Torontonian. Is Dr. Rob a real doctor? No, he's a fraud. Well, tofu farming is what the animals also get to eat. 70% of all farmland is there to feed the animals that you eat. So it's a totally imbalanced system, and we should all go vegan. Why is Dr. Rob so angry? You guys friends? He's angry because he's had a lot of trauma in his life and he was circumcised. Where's Dr. Rob? He's in Vietnam. Does Dr. Rob practice brahmacharya? No, he's far away from the path of brahmacharya, unfortunately. But that's a good thing for him to do. I would definitely recommend him doing that. So if you have spiritual questions, please write them out. I hope you both are well. Either way, any big weekend plans? I don't have any weekend plans, but Sunday I will have a day off. So we'll see what I can do this Sunday. Do your mom pay for you and your food? No, I pay for myself. Did you meet? How did you meet Rob? He met me on Discord. Opinion on gay men. I like Rob. Nothing wrong with him. If you're gay, then just be happy. Do you like tea? Yeah, I like tea. I don't drink it often, but I like it. Are we living in a simulation? I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe, maybe not. So yeah. Okay, this live stream is not about Dr. Rob. This live stream is about us sharing our insights and growing deeper into spirituality. So please, make sure to time out and ban monk life very soon. Why do you wear Indian clothes when you're from Ukraine? That's a great question. And the answer to that is, of course, I can. And I choose to. And I like it. So, hope that answers your question. Do you think trans girls are women? No. What do you do for a living? I eat food. Yes, I was born in Ukraine, but I've lived most of my life in Canada. Have you ever had mystical experiences? Yes, I've had many mystical experiences. Some on psychedelics, but most on meditation. I'll tell you one mystical experience that I've had. Seeing the emptiness of space. How long have I lived in Canada? I've lived in Canada for 21 years. It's a long time. Okay, we're gonna make sure to time out or ban monk life for 1 minute. He needs to pause and reflect on what he's doing. I'm sorry to hear that, Sora. Hello, doppelganger. Am I near the fires? No, that's in Northern Ontario. I'm in South Ontario. So no fires here, although the air quality was very bad for the last couple of days. How do I send you $200? Any way you want. on Streamlabs. Do you prefer cold or hot weather? I prefer hot weather. Yes, I would really like it if Canada was like this all the time. This kind of weather. What are dreams? Dreams are just mental energy spiraling in your mind. That's most likely what most dreams are. What's a tartar? I don't know. Do you believe Jesus died for our sins? No, I don't believe that. Nobody can die for your sins. Are you practicing the left-hand path or the right-hand path? I'm practicing both hand paths. Why is it so hard to do what is right? Because you've been doing the wrong things for so long. Do you think numbers have spiritual significance? Yes, I do know that. Numbers definitely have spiritual significance. You do not welcome donations on YouTube anymore? No, I do. I welcome donations on YouTube, but please make sure you don't buy donations on YouTube from the iPhone YouTube app. Either open up a Safari or Google Chrome or use Android or open your laptop, but never from the iPhone YouTube app. And the reason for that is because the Apple and YouTube platforms take more than 50% of your donation away. And that's just criminal. That goes for me and anybody else on YouTube, and that also goes for YouTube memberships. Okay, Monk Life is getting banned for 24 hours. Do you know about meme coin trading? Yes, I do, but I don't.
At Doppelganger 310 donated $5.
Thank you, Doppelganger. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much for your donation. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of my channel. What does 6-7 mean? It's a meme. It's just a meme. Me and Monk Life are going to go live after this live stream is over, so stay tuned for that.
At Texas Hole 86 donated $2. Damn Dr. Rob, behave, old son.
Yes, he definitely needs to behave. And thank you so much for your donation, Texas Asshole 86. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel.
At Carolus Rex 2 donated 20 Swedish krona. You're a scam, but take my money.
Well, thank you very much for your kind donation and generosity. However, I am not a scam. Okay, I have not scammed anybody. And I'm here, a happy guy. Have I ever been to Center Island? Yes, I think once. It was a pleasant experience. Why do you and Rob work together? It seems volatile. There's some energy between us, so it feels good to talk and live stream together. And I usually follow what feels good and what feels true. I would like to ask, should I stop eating meat? Since my ancestors have been fasting on meat and every part of the animal survived, it seems, well, we don't have to kill animals now to eat them. It's quite grotesque. In the past, maybe your ancestor had to kill animals, but now we don't. So it's your responsibility to be kind to animals.
At Texas Hole 86 donated $2. Dr. Rob has all the guru magic.
Well, thank you, a Texas asshole, for your donation. Thank you for your statement here with text to speech. And I would like to kindly and respectfully disagree. He doesn't have the magic. I have the magic. Okay? All right. I'm just joking a little bit here. But yeah, God bless Dr. Rob. Thank you for your donation. How old am I? I am 30 years old. 30.
Thank you, Stay at Home Son, for donating $1 on Streamlabs. Do not trust or believe this guy. He is pretending to be serious to get people to send him money. He is just doing this for money. He is not real. Trust me, he stole from me and others. He is beggar scam.
All right. Thank you for your donation.
At Texasol86 donated $2. I once watched Dr. Rob transform into a seven-arm being.
That's impressive, Tex asshole. Thank you very much for your donation. And in fact, I had some kind of thought about beings that transform into many arms, beings that have many arms. In Hinduism, this is depicted as Shiva having many arms and these beings having many arms. And Sadhguru says it's not because they literally have many arms, but their capability and their competence is so much that the artist shows that they have many arms because they can do so much. So I believe Sadhguru has many arms, obviously, if you look at his work. But, yeah. Dr. Rob does not have many arms. He barely has one arm. He's quite incompetent, in my opinion. Anyways, I shouldn't talk about monk life in a bad way. He's my friend, and God bless him, and God cherish him, and may he live happily ever after. May he live his best life. Do you and Rob collude together and plan most of the stuff people criticize about you? No, there's no collusion. There's just going with the flow. So whatever comes up in the moment, that's what happens. There is no pre-planning or meticulation. So please stop calling me. I'm not interested in your calls while I'm live streaming, okay? All right. Yes, there's no collusion, there's no pre-planning. Yep, thanks to Streamlabs, all donations are read by AI text-to-speech. How do you know Roberto was circumcised? He told me, and I believe it's the cause and the source of a lot of his pain. I know it is for a lot of men, and the act and the practice of circumcision needs to be abolished and abandoned very quickly. This needs to stop immediately. Yes, Danny. Actually, that's quite true. I've reached a certain age of maturity that a certain level of groundedness has been achieved in me and reached in me. So I'm much more mature than I was just a year ago. and that's because of the cycles of time. Yes, circumcision is child abuse, no doubt about it, 100%.
At Texasole86 donated $2. I'm pretty sure he did a close inspection of it.
No, Tex Asshole, thank you very much for your donation. W's in the chat for Texas Asshole, or Tex Asshole, 86. And to answer your question, no, I did not do a close inspection. However, Dr. Rob was sitting next to me on his couch in Vietnam without any underwear and making comments that his genitals were touching the couch on a live stream. This is public. This is publicly available. I'm not sharing some sensitive information. So that was rather uncomfortable. And we're not here to talk about Monk Life's penis. Okay, thank you very much for your donation. Yes, I don't know how women let that happen to their babies too. Yes, it's a grotesque practice of child abuse. Circumcision. Best food to have in your choice. Fruits. Fruits are the best food to have. Maybe in the world. Fruits are amazing. You seem like you do a quick temper. I recognize your energy type. Well, your perception will be incorrect because I am very calm and peaceful in my life. And I'm not quick to anger, thankfully, because of my spiritual practice. What's your opinion on sex? That's good. I like it. So after 30, every year counts more than it did when you were 20, maybe.
At Texasole86 donated $2. My bad, I don't mean to bring up intimate times.
Oh, no problem. They're long gone, and they weren't that intimate, Tex Asshole. So thank you very much for your donation. It was no big deal, okay? There was very little intimacy. Yeah. Thank you for your donation. If you have serious questions or comments about spirituality, please let me know. Write them down. And if you want to have it be read out loud via text-to-speech, you can write it in the form of a super chat. Is it okay if I'm gay? Yes, it's okay. In fact, I knew it this whole time. Hello, Kevin. Welcome. Good to see you here. If you are sitting receiving money to interact with people who are looking to for your spiritual advice. I'm not sure if that was a question or a comment. You will be fine, thank you. What's a hidden talent of hobby you have to surprise most people? A hidden hobby or talent is that I'm an excellent swimmer. Excellent. If I was dropped in the middle of the ocean, I would be okay until the last moment. Is India your second home after Canada? Maybe you could say that, kind of. I like India. I'll be happy, yeah. I'm incredibly grateful for the donations. Thank you. You have a great voice. Thank you. So what else can I share with you that's spiritual? What is the next teaching? I live in Ontario, in the Toronto area. How do you reach India from Canada? Take a flight. Study from wise teachers. That's my spiritual lesson. Not just verbally or logically study from them with your energy. Do I have a job? Yes, I do. I'm self-employed. In fact, YouTube is my business. Thanks to Sadhguru. What's your favorite beer? I don't drink beer. I don't like the effects of alcohol. Who is your favorite spiritual teacher? That would be Sadhguru, the man you see behind me on my wall. What is the time over there? It's 5 p.m. Do Indians ever say anything or react to you borrowing from their culture? Generally, they like it. But online, some university students say that I'm stealing their culture. But if I were to dress like this, and I did in India, people stopped and took pictures and were very happy. Where do you work? Do you have an LLC trying to figure out a good income for myself? I work on YouTube. Who are you debating next? I would love to have some debates on my channel, but nobody is. Some people will challenge me, but they're not willing to challenge me on camera. That's unfortunate. You study from Sadhguru, this makes sense. Why does it make sense? And you spelled Sadhguru wrong. Have you traveled from Canada to US? Yes, I have. I've been to the United States. Is vegan meat similar to trans girls coping on the health? No. Favorite city? Toronto. Are you a happy guru or a sad guru? Sadhana, which means meditation. It doesn't mean sad. It's an English pronunciation. But I'm happy. I'm happy overall. Favorite Canadian food would have to be poutine, even though I don't eat animals or their byproducts. I remember the taste of poutine. It was very good, and vegan poutine is exceptional as well. There's something about poutine that just hits the spot. Why am I wearing skull mala? I like it. Have you used hallucinogenics? Yes, I've tried them in the past. What is poutine? Poutine is French fries covered in gravy and cheese. Well, that's the animal abuse version. If you want to go animal abuse free, then you choose gravy, vegan gravy like mushroom gravy and cheese curds made from plants or nuts, which is also very good. What high school did you go to? I would love to answer that, but unfortunately this is public, so I'm not going to give away my personal information. So maybe if we see each other in person, I'll let you know. Should United States halt their war against Iran? What do you think? I think that Iran needs to have their government be toppled because it's a tyrannical regime that needs to get destroyed quickly. I hope it does.
At Texasol86 donated $2. Shiva gets no routine, Dr. Rob does though.
Not sure if that was supposed to be a sexual reference, but taking it for its face value, I don't have a routine, but Dr. Rob even has less of a routine than I do. He is just totally not anything following any schedule at all. But thank you very much for your donation, Tex Asshole. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And please make sure that you are not donating from the YouTube iPhone app. Android, laptop, computer, or Safari or Google Chrome is fine. But the iPhone YouTube app is very bad, very problematic. 50% or more donation amount is gone. Are not all, so again, thank you so much, Tex Asshole. Thank you for supporting my channel. Are not all emotions illusions? I mean, the entire creation is an illusion. So emotions would fall in alignment with that as well. Have you ever visited Isha Yoga Center? Yes, I have. Yes, I've been to India multiple times. The Iran comment was the smartest thing you've ever said. I subscribed after that. Excellent, Brownstone. I hope you continue subscribed because we are here pursuing our goal to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of summer. And then 100,000 subscribers in the next 1 or 2 years. We need to make that happen so that I can get verified on YouTube, so I can increase my status. It's very important for my self-esteem. I'm just kidding about the last part, but not really. All right, I might go to Kensington Market tomorrow with friends. You should come, hang out. They have cool Indian clothing. Maybe I will. Tomorrow I'm still going to be live on YouTube, so maybe not the best thing to do, but I like the vibes. Can you explain what samadhi is? Samadhi is when your mind becomes still. And then things become very beautiful and blissful. So calm your mind, you'll experience samadhi. Are you going to move to India and gain citizenship there? The answer is no. Will you become Indian one day? No, I will not. Maybe. I can't say for sure. I can't say anything for sure, but at least right now, my answer is no. What's your favorite vegan junk food? Vegan poutine, vegan pizza, vegan burgers, vegan sushi, vegan burritos, which I had yesterday. Fantastic. From Burrito Boys. Great. Lots of delicious foods. Why do you hate Iran and its people? I don't hate people, but the Iranian people, they're fine. I have some Iranian friends. But the Iranian regime, the government of Iran, is run by Muslim extremists that butcher people and commit human rights violations. So that regime needs to get blown up with a very efficient bomb. Ideally. Or ideally, they would change their minds and become more sensible as human beings, but I don't see that happening, so a bomb is maybe the next best thing. Opinion on Islam. I don't have good opinions on Islam. Generally speaking, if you're a Muslim, then be a happy person. I don't know what to tell you. But Islam says some wild things in their books. Do you think Trump can topple Iranian government? I don't think so. I think it's going to be very difficult for that to happen. There's videos of the Iranian people chanting "Death to America." It's very funny. So, how many Iranians do I know? 1 or 2. Yes, do not buy super chats on the iPhone YouTube app because 50% of the donation is lost. Do I think prayer is powerful? Yes, I think prayer is powerful. You should pray, you should meditate, you should chant mantras, but most importantly, you should meditate. Prayer is like telling God what to do. No, Thomas Gross. Iran and the Muslim extremist countries, the Taliban and, Muslim leadership, they despise freedom. It appears to me. So they want that to end. Were you perceptive as a child? You seem aware of lack of others. Um, was I perceptive as a child? Not really. This is something that I had to work towards. This is a skill that I've developed. I think you'll grow a lot more, realize feeding you go. Okay, thank you. Have you visited Europe before? I was born in Europe. I was born in Ukraine. What do you think about Maduro was inappropriate United States to jail him? I don't have much of an opinion on that. I don't know. But probably you should not be invading other countries if there's nothing wrong. I don't know why they even did that in Venezuela. What do you think of the UK? I think the UK is in a very bad state, very bad shape. But it looks like it's getting better because the Prime Minister was kicked out or resigned. He was rescued. That's funny. So, if you have spiritual questions or comments, write them out. We'll be happy to read them. Have you read about the religion to come to conclusion about Hinduism and Islam? The answer is no. Who are we to tell other cultures how to behave? No one is telling you to take the costume off and be yourself. Someone to argue that the spiritual yogis are perverts and pray to their followers. Well, Thomas, nobody has the right to tell me how to dress or not, but somebody does have a right to tell me if I am enslaving women or marrying children or beheading people that don't believe me. So those are just a few things that I have the right to tell you to stop. And I will tell you if you do that. Why did you leave Ukraine? Because my family went to Canada and they took me to Canada. I didn't have any really choice in the matter. I was a child. What do you think about the Trump demanding Canada to be the 51st state? I think that's a nice wish and desire from him, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. The clothes look nice. Yep, it is. What is your sexual orientation? I am straight. I'm a straight white male. Ever been to Calgary? No. Thank you, thank you. Do you eat sweets? Occasionally, yes. I used to eat a lot of sweets in the past as a child and early adult, but now that's kind of worn off. I much prefer eating chips. Are you sure? Because I heard the... Yes, I'm sure. Have you been to north part of Canada in the Arctic? No. The farthest north I've been is maybe Thunder Bay or Ottawa, but not farther than that. Are you vegan or vegetarian? I'm vegan. Do you think it's straight to date a trans woman? No, I don't think that's straight. Is Alaska nearby Canada? Yes, it is. It's on the border of Canada. In fact, Alaska should be part of Canada. Okay. One of the worst things that the United States has done is turned the military into a business. Have you been to Alaska? Never. In many terms, Russia also neighbors Canada, right? In some small way, I guess. Not really. It's separated by the ocean. Are you following Hinduism? Yes, I am. What's your favorite philosophy? I don't really have philosophies or think about them. Maybe your mom knows. I'm not sure what you mean. Vegans kill more animals by plowing down nature, plants. No, that's not true. That's simply not true. You should do your research, Thomas, and not make things up. You are ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss. Have you read Advaita Vedanta? No, I have not. Why Canada still holds Prince Charles as head of state? Do you think Canada should be a sovereign republic? Yes, I do. It's just some tradition. It doesn't really have any weight, I don't think, anymore. But it's traditional. The majority of soy is grown to feed livestock. Correct. Quail Queen, 100%. Canada should be a monarchy. Isn't it already a monarchy? No, I mean, in a way, I'm not sure. That's absolutely true. Vegans destroy. Nope, it's not true. It's not true, Thomas. You should do your research again. Stop being ignorant. Is there a nice vegan community over there in Canada? Yes, it's growing. Every part of the world, the vegan community is growing. People can't help but to become more conscious as it relates to their diet. This will obviously change slowly but surely. Does people support being republic? I don't know. So just in the same way that people got sick and tired of slaves being owned in the United States, human beings will get sick and tired of human beings exploiting and slaughtering animals and torturing animals and butchering animals, and there will be a revolt. Right now the numbers are very small, but that will happen in the future, and you better believe that I'll be there. What do I think about the urine therapy? I think that you should not drink your piss, alright? This guy is getting banned for 30 minutes. I think he's just talking to himself. Shiva, what do you think? Yeah. Have you eaten? No, I'm on an empty stomach. Have you not heard the government are poisoning the vegans right now and explosive diarrhea last month? No, I've not heard that. Is a picture of Bhagavan Shri Rajneesh in the background? No, Sadhguru. Sadhguru. In the fruits? You're ignorant, man. Okay. If you have serious comments or questions, you can support me with a super chat or donation on Streamlabs. It's all made with text to speech. And on Streamlabs only, for only $1, you can send a large message that will be read out loud via AI. That's very good. And please make sure you never buy super chats on the iPhone, YouTube app. Have you read the Bhagavad Gita? No, I have not. I know the story, but I've never read it. Just have no interest in doing that. Much more listen to Sadhguru speak, because that man knows the answers. Explosive diarrhea is, look man, there's microbes that are in vegetables that if you eat, your stomach will get upset, but I've never had that happen. And be healthy, okay? So people are dying from eating animals and abusing animals and eating their corpses far more than from them eating vegetables, all right? Please don't be stupid here, Thomas. Okay. Shiva, what's your most profound experience with Sadhguru internally? It was when I was initiated by him in 2019. He clapped his hands, he said Shambho, and I literally saw Shiva. Then I was sold permanently. Do you believe a true God will encourage veganism? Yes, if there is a God, then God will certainly encourage veganism. Because what kind of compassionate God would support animal abuse? Slaughtering animals, killing animals is not kind. Cutting anybody's head off is not a good thing to do, no matter what the reason is. Oh, but I'm hungry. I want to eat their dead body. It tastes good. No, sorry, too bad. You need to be in jail for that. What is on your third eye? What does it do, and where can I get it? You can get it from the Isha Life shop. It is ash, sacred ash, consecrated ash, and when I apply it, it enhances my perception. So that's its purpose. It actually does it. Okay, I'm surprised to tell you, but it makes a big effect, big difference. Nobody who eats animals is aroused by their death. What about eggs? Eggs are also animal abuse food. Again, you have to do your research on why, but eggs are also very unhealthy to eat. You should stay away from eggs. If you were surviving, then it's a good survival food, but it's not healthy at all. Are vegans smarter than non-vegetarian people in terms of IQ? I'm not sure if you can measure that. I don't know, but definitely in terms of emotional IQ or spiritual IQ, people that support animal abuse versus people that don't support animal abuse. Which one is better? You can answer that yourself. Do you track your protein intake? I don't track my protein intake seriously, but I know how much protein is in a block of tofu, for example. I track that. And now I'm strength training, so it's important for me to eat enough protein, at least 100 grams a day. No, Thomas, and you're very close to being banned from my channel for 24 hours. A serial killer that murders and tortures people, it doesn't matter if he gives thanks to the victim beforehand, before he has his way with them. Oh, but I give thanks to the victims. No, too bad. You are stupid. And we don't support stupidity here. So being a vegan isn't difficult to reach the daily protein goals. As myself, I find it quite difficult. That's the only trick. It's very easy. It's not difficult at all. One small block of tofu, which you can eat in one meal, like I do, very easily, is 50 grams, more than 50 grams of tofu. That's half of your requirements if you're wanting to build muscle. You have some beans or lentils the next meal, and you're done. So you have to eat protein-rich foods, not just animals. Thank you. Yes, I don't support animal abuse, Thomas, that's for sure. So glad not to see Rob here now. People are really appreciating that Rob is not here. That's good. All right, thank you, Gun. Thank you. If you can't reach your protein goals, try a vegan protein bar. I mean, yeah, that's a processed food. I don't really suggest you doing that, but just eat whole foods. You can easily get enough protein on a vegan diet. We should ban animal chicken shop. We should ban all animal slaughter. And that is going to happen in the future. Mark my words. Guaranteed, no doubt about it. Fact, it's a fact. Either that or humans are going to become more stupider, which I don't see happening. People are gonna evolve. People are evolving. Becoming more intelligent, wiser. This will end. So welcome if you're here. Thank you for joining. If you have spiritual questions or comments, we're here to hang out. So let me know what you're thinking. We'll talk about it. I don't like to read things anymore. Reading is done for me. What's in the news today? I don't really watch the news. What's in the news for me? Same thing that we do every day. Pinky, try to take over the world. Thank you, Alex. Do animals think we are the weird looking ones? Probably. No, actually, animals see us as the devil. Especially pigs, chickens, cows, fish, sheep, ducks, turkeys, rabbits, and other animals that unfortunately get slaughtered for food. They see us as the literal devil. Alright, Thomas, you have earned a 24-hour ban from my channel. Alright, stop supporting animal abuse. Have you read the Akrashara Gita? No, I have not. No. That's right. That's right. That's a very good point, Garrett. Very good point. If you love meat, then I'm sure there's some gay men that can shove some in your mouth. Would you eat meat if there was nothing else to eat? Yes, I probably would. Animals will become extinct if not eaten. Obviously, that's not true. Are you a real yogi? Yes, I am. What is so valuable about reading books? What does a yogi mean? Yogi means someone who's in union with the cosmos, with the creation.
At Nürburgring Time donated $1.99. Rob smells like big poop.
I hope he was here to witness that donation. Thank you. Nürburgring Times. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting my channel. I smelled what he smells like, okay? And I don't want to go any more further than that. Is your main message to stop mass farming of animals, or more so we shouldn't eat them at all? My message is that we shouldn't cut the heads off of anybody. That's my message. But what if I want to eat them? Too bad. Do you teach other people? Yes, I do. On this live stream particularly. That's where I teach. You don't know what farm is. Animals cost money to feed. You can't feed yourself with YouTube. What? Does anybody... Did that make sense to anybody? What Dipty Dog said? And yes, I think that animal abuse is bad and wrong, and we should end animal abuse today. Thank you so much, Pitbull Princess, for your kind words. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who is the man in the picture in the back? That is Sadhguru, the YouTube genius, the Indian yogi. You should subscribe to his channel. Very important that you do. If Rob isn't streaming, he is here watching, and then he's still watching, yeah. What about the farms and cowboys that make a living of cattle? That's animal abuse. They should get a better job. What do you think would be the steps to get everyone to think alike on the subject? Just them visiting a slaughterhouse. You a fake guru? Why do I feel sick after you speak? Probably because you're sick in the head. Do you know name of 8 Vedas? No, not really. I am a real guru. I'm a real yogi here, okay? I'm not made out of plastic. Do you think manifestation works? Yes, I do. Who will look and breed farm animals? They exist to be farmed. A cost? Yeah, exactly. We abuse them and we force them to breed for our pleasure. So if we just stop doing that, then their population will go down to this natural level. Now I understand. Do you think capitalism is bad? No, I don't think it's bad. It has bad elements, but not bad. Do you not like the smell, farm, genuinely commercial farming? I don't like all animal farms. It's animal exploitation. Animal exploitation is bad. It's bad. And we should not exploit animals for our pleasure. Alright, user, you are getting banned for 24 hours. Come back tomorrow. Veganism. Veganism. We should all be vegan. I've been to a slaughter that kills animals without pain. Is that bad? Okay, Jans J, I'll answer this question in a different way. Would it be bad if I came up to you and shot you in the back of the head? Well, there's no pain, so is it ethical? The answer, of course, is no. So killing animals is just wrong, no matter what reason you do it. Let them live, man. What, you can't eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes in 100,000 different varieties? No, it's not enough. I need to slaughter them to eat them. I like their taste. No, man, it's not compassionate or kind or spiritual or ethical or anything. You're very good at speaking. How did you get strong with your words? Aren't we more important than animals? We are animals as well. My communication skills were something that I pursued for a long time, but my communication skills improved massively after taking a pilgrimage to a mountain in Tibet, if you can believe that. The mountain is called Kailash, and you see somewhat of a blurred out image here on the computer screen. Mount Kailash is a sacred place, maybe the most sacred place in the world. So things really changed for me there. Thank you for your question. I tried not eating animals, but I just don't feel full. Okay. So let's outweigh the consequences, okay? To the animal's life, the animal has to have its head chopped off. But it's reasonable because you don't feel full. It's a big consequence, you not feeling full. And definitely it's, the answer is you need to learn how to eat, okay? And not rely on animals' corpses to sustain you. The animal's life is far more valuable than you think, at least to the animal's life it is, of course. So it's not justified. If you were starving, literally starving, and you saw a rabbit or a deer in front of you, all right, man, I wouldn't complain. All right, go ahead, chop its head off. That's, fair game then, I guess. You're still gonna suffer the consequences of that, but still, at least you're not going to die. But now, I don't feel hungry, I'm a little bit tired. Too bad. Figure it out, okay? Go take an iron supplement. Go learn how to feed yourself properly, like I do. I feel full. I'm very happy on a vegan diet. Thank God, my God, thank God. I'm not eating animals anymore. Anyways. Where do you get your vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids? Omega-3 I get from the same place that the fish get it, from plants in the ocean. And vitamin B12 I get from nutritional yeast. So thank you for your question. Can destruction be a good thing sometimes? Yes, destruction can be a great thing. It's a great thing, especially if it's done in the right way. Shiva is destruction. So channel Shiva's energy and you'll get destroyed, all right? Did anyone else's audio cut out? I hope my audio is not cut out. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It was good. So yes, there's no justification for slaughtering animals. We're only doing it because of tradition and because we're lethargy. But it's not good. It's not good in any way. The only way that it's good is it sustains you, it's convenient. That's about it. But it feeds your ignorance. It's an ignorance food. Thank you, Amy G, for subscribing. Thank you so much. How to be okay with guilt of having eaten animals in the past? There's no need for that. There's no need for guilt. Just clear up your mind. Solved What does heaven look like according to Hinduism? I don't know. You have lots of ladies floating in the sky giving you food, maybe. Heaven is not the objective, okay? Liberation is the objective. What are the benefits of semen retention? Oh, there are plenty of benefits. Strength, confidence, clarity, energy, certainty, stability, groundedness, and much more. I have not done any kind of classes, no. I dropped out of university. But I learn. I pay attention to life. Learning isn't only done in universities. Is it illegal for vegans to eat punani? No, it's not illegal. In fact, it's recommended. Ignorance food, I admit, we eat too much meat, but it contains vitamins and minerals which are good for us. That's so fun. Imagine going up to a cow with a knife, and the cow knows you're gonna slit its throat, and the fear that it has, and the dilation of the pupils, and it's running away and screaming. But you kindly say, oh no, you have vitamins and minerals. No. The answer to your question is that you're insane. And yeah, you should stop eating animals and stop killing animals. What did I take in university? Well, I was very interested in psychology. That's not what I took, but that's one class that I enjoyed. Exactly, Garrett. The suffering they experience living in those horrible conditions. You have to understand they're bred only for food. So they're the living conditions that they're living in their entire lives, from zero to until they get slaughtered. Cows get slaughtered at 2 years old. Chickens get slaughtered at 6 months old. It's hell. It's just constant pain. And that's what you're paying for. That's what you're funding. That's what you make happen. You literally make that happen with your dollars. So that's not something that I want to do ever again in my life. And I will never do that. If karma is real, why good people suffer with terrible people living luxurious lives? Well, you have baskets of karma. You have so much karma from past lives and past actions that some people are living off the good karma in the past. Some people are paying off the bad karma also in the past. But regardless, do what is needed today. Just because you're experiencing some bad times, it's not going to last forever. So do the right things today. Do what is needed. Do you pay taxes? Because if so, you funded as well. Yeah, I have no choice but to pay taxes. And I can't decide what the government does with my taxes, unfortunately. But if you don't pay taxes, you go to prison. So that's the kind of place we live in. But at least they fix the roads and keep the streets clean with tax money. That's good. I like that. I'm living in Canada. I believe, okay, here's a psychopath talking. JK says, I believe in raising animals in a loving and a healthy environment until slaughter. It's appropriate, which point, okay. So let's imagine a man that was a rapist, all right? And he lured a woman into some basement, but he fed her very well. And he believes in taking care of the woman for his pleasure, even though he's enslaved her. And he takes care of her and treats her very nicely. That's basically what you're saying. Or another example is, what is a psychopath or the serial killer? The guy that ate people, Jeffrey Dahmer, oh, he was very kind to them, and he slipped them a pill before death, and he didn't make them suffer, and then he ate their corpse. So, yeah, you're a psychopath, JK. All right. Please turn yourself into the police. Please handle your psychopathy. Nothing wrong with eggs. There's lots of wrong with eggs. Okay, and you need to do your research. Please don't be ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss. So go Google it, and it'll tell you why. Why did Krishna drink dairy products? Well, whenever Krishna existed many thousands of years ago, cows were treated like gods. So, if you treat your cow like a god and your cow has better rights than some people do now, there's no problem with milking the cow, right? And probably those cows didn't get raped by humans either, which happens today. The cows literally get raped to produce your milk. Do you think there are bigger problems to work on the human race? Sure. How come Canada keeps burning their country? That's natural causes. It's thunderstorms that cause the fires. Milk, eggs, meat is all fine. Yeah, JK, so is murdering people, so is slaughtering and enslaving others, so is abusing children and women and causing crimes to humanity. It's all fine, JK. No, JK, you should be in prison. Is it true that olives are the oldest fruit? That sounds like it could be true. I don't know. Paneer good or not good? Paneer bad. Very bad. Animal abuse bad. Paneer animal abuse bad. I ate cat in Vietnam by accident. Yeah, the Asian cultures treat animals the worst by far. They abuse animals in a very brutal way. It's not all the same. You're an all or nothing logic. No, it is the same. Okay? Animal abuse is bad, JK. If we can't agree with that, then you're getting banned. 24-hour timeout until you think about your actions. Do I believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. Oh, Janice J. I mean, what is the difference between you eating chicken and a cat? What is the difference? The difference is only cultural. I thought you were vegan. Okay, I thought you were a sensible person. But you ate a bird instead of you ate a cat. Big deal. Okay, big deal. What would be the difference? Bird, a cat, a puppy. It's all the same. The animals want to live, but you want them to die. That's something you have to think about in your own conscience. Come back in 24 hours, JK. We'll be here tomorrow. And think about your actions. Do I believe in multiple religions? I don't really have many beliefs. Aren't bees important? Bees are very important. Yes, they're pollinators. So again, I'm not here to talk to stupid people. I see that when I engage in stupidity, it really brings me down, my energy down. So some stupid people here are saying that Allah gives you the right to slaughter animals and kill them and eat them. Allah doesn't exist. Hello? Okay? Allah is not real. It's an imaginary figure made up by Muhammad. I should come up with a good religion one of these days. Make myself the center figure and make sure that people give me gold, real gold, if they want to go to heaven. It's very easy. People are very stupid, it seems. They will believe anything. Allah, Jesus, well, Jesus was a real guy, but so was Muhammad. But yeah, I just make up an imaginary figure. How about eating pythons in Florida? There are too many of them. You're supposed to, well, look, man. What's needed here is meditation, because killing animals has a consequence to your mind. If you can't see that, well, you're going to make the mistakes of doing that, and that's going to lead to pain. But you don't have to believe me or trust me. You need to meditate. Self-reflection is a must, yeah. So eating animals for survival is okay, but mass farming animals is not. If so, then that means it's kind of a gray area. Rape is always bad, so you are all or nothing. Killing animals, killing any living being is bad. It's, why are you killing an animal? Is it trying to attack you and kill you or your family? Okay, then I guess it would be justified. Or do you want to kill an animal because you like the taste of it and no other reason? No, that's bad. You belong in jail. People are very stupid in general. Most stupid they think they are smart. Yeah, that's very fact. That's very true. I realized how bad the condition of people's minds are when I do live streams. I can see the ignorance of people's lives, in people's minds, the ignorance. I'm not saying I'm some holy being. Well, I am right now, I guess. But I wasn't always like this. I was an ignorant fool as well. And we should be very kind and gentle with our ignorance. Okay? Don't promote it as something that, a badge of honor. Just tread lightly. You don't know anything. Neither do I. Yeah, eating people is bad. Nobody has instincts to eat meat. Okay? You give a rabbit, put a rabbit in front of a baby, and then put an apple in front of a baby. What do you think is going to happen? You think the baby is going to try to rip apart the rabbit's neck? No, that's never happened before and never will happen before, because human beings don't have an innate instinct to kill. You learn that slowly, and unfortunately we had to learn that to survive. But that's not human. That's not part of your humanity. Okay? So be kind to animals. How is killing animals all bad? Again, you're not reading, you're not just listening. There are animals that's designed to eat meat. Allah has the power, make sure. Yeah, bro, Allah, okay? Allah. Allah can come and help me to do my business in the bathroom, right? If Allah is real, then I will die right now. Oh, looks like he's not real. Sorry. What's your opinion on cats? Just leave the cats alone, man. Allah, Allah, who the fuck is Allah? That's a nice mantra. Leave the cats alone, leave the dogs alone, leave all the animals alone. Greetings. Allah just means power in Hebrew. Man, Muhammad was, his father was a merchant and he was traveling around. So his father taught Muhammad about all the various religions. And then Allah just made up a bunch of stories and then presented it to the public. And they believed him, and they still do. It's fucking insane. It's like, wow. That's human beings for you. There's an imaginary guy in the sky called Allah, and he really cares if you wear a hijab or not. Man, it's like amazing. It's amazing. It's scary to walk in public knowing that people have minds like that. Holy shit. What are you capable of? You think God cares if you're gay or not? There is no God. Okay? And if there is, he definitely doesn't care if you're gay or not. What the fuck is that? Thank you, Owens. I appreciate that very much. I feel that. They're trying to take over the world. They're too incompetent to take over the world. That's never going to happen. Aren't you yourself wearing a turban? Well, aren't you perceptive, Theo? This doesn't mean I'm a Muslim where I support anything that they do. I'm sure that turbans don't come from Islam. They come from Hinduism. What's so bad about disrespecting religion? Or disrespecting God for that matter? Hey God, if I'm disrespecting you, then kill me. Kill me right now. Literally the second. Oh, sorry, I'm still alive. Therefore, God doesn't care. Here's one of the biggest idiots right now on this live stream. Theo is light. He says, honestly, the more you talk, the more I dislike listening to you talk. You might have one of the biggest egos I've ever seen out of anybody on the planet next to Hitler. Wow. I had some, I thought that you had some intelligence in you, but that's a shame. Theo obviously isn't light. Okay? Yeah, who's going to be the next person that donates? Are you connected to Linga Bhairavi? Yes, I am, very intimately. Muslim is probably one of the religions I haven't cared about and educate myself about. It's just off. I agree, Danny. I'm in the same boat. What did you learn from Hinduism? A lot. I mean, everything I know. I'm donating spiritual energy. Thank you so much. I know I can't kill animals, but we're looking for dollars here. Okay, if you wanna send me some dollars, you can send it on Streamlabs or YouTube Super Chat. It gets read via text to speech. I know I can't kill animals, but I can't eat them too. Bad. It's how people brought up. You can change, Jay. You're conscious, so do the conscious thing. Yes, people underestimate Islam. I can hear Sadhguru in the back. Nice. That's good. People are just intimidated by power. That's what it is. Same with Donald Trump. Why do you think so many young Westerners having no background in Eastern traditions, our belief, engage with it? Well, I am. And again, because most people are stupid. Calling people stupid is not really fair. It's more like ignorant. People are very ignorant. They're living in ignorance. And they don't care about it. They're happy to be ignorant. That's a very scary thing. When I found out how painful ignorance was, when I was, in my teenage years, I strived very hard to get rid of as much ignorance as I can. And thankfully, I've come out of most of it, okay? I'm sure I'm still an ignorant fool, but hey, at least I'm not freaking causing myself misery anymore. Jesus. Come back later, footy Greek. Come back later. Thank you very much to all those that have subscribed. We're now at 17,000. We're going up to 20,000. Next milestone is 18,000. Thank you so much. And thank you for being subscribed still, for continuing to stay subscribed. That's more of a donation than you think to me. Thank you very much. What spiritual insights have I gained this year? I mean, many. I can't think of just one. Why am I ignoring you? Because I'm not ignoring anybody. Maybe I just didn't read your question. Alright, we need to raise the next super chat. We need to get at least halfway. So we're 12 out of 30. We need to get 15. So who's going to be the next super chat of the day? Say something nice, say something positive with your donation. And we will really appreciate it. And make sure you don't buy it from the iPhone. Why are non-vegetarian countries more educated and have better life quality ever compared to vegetarian countries like India? I think India is maybe the largest vegetarian country. And I'm not sure vegetarianism has anything to do with that. The equator seems to have more to do with that than your diet. India eats chickens by the truckload. Yep. And there's still lots of animal abuse in India. What food have to do with that? I'm not sure what you're asking. How long have you been meat-free and what changes did you notice mentally? Oh, I've been without meat for multiple years. Maybe close to 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And maybe a little bit less. And the first thing that happened was I detoxed from the hormones that the animals get fed. I remember that very distinctly. When I made the intention, I'm done eating animals, like permanently, this is for real now. My body started purging the hormones. And it took a few days. It was disgusting. And I realized, it's just disgusting, there's nowhere else to say it. And then I became much happier knowing that I'm not contributing to the holocaust of animals and the suffering of animals. And my mind became much more steady and stable. And I'm not eating adrenochrome anymore, which is very good. So we are looking to raise a large donation here on this live stream. If you care enough about this project and this duty that I'm doing here, you should reciprocate. Give me at least a few dollars. What did you learn from Osha? Osha? From Osho? Not really much. I don't pay attention to Osho. Do your parents, siblings support your decision to going vegan and pursuing Hinduism? Yes, they do. Yes, I wish they were also vegan. Well, my mom is much more vegan than my brother, but still they have work to do. Amir, thank you for being here. Who is the person in the picture behind you? That is Sadhguru. You should go and subscribe to his channel. Ganja is not the best medicine. It's very dangerous. Do you have a father? I never heard you speak of him. Yes, I do. He's in Ukraine. My father wasn't really much in my life. That's why you don't. That's why you don't hear me speak about him. If you had power, would you put all meat-eating people in jail? I'm not sure that would solve anything. I would people that kill animals in jail, and people that fund that to happen, and people that are actually committing crimes. But I would decriminalize eating animals. I would make it decriminalized. Just like in the drug industry. The drug producers and manufacturers and distributors and the people that own the companies that make that happen, they will be in jail. But if you're just consuming drugs, then just a warning, stop it. Yeah, fathers can be bad, yes. Well, I am not from India. Do you consider weed a drug? Yes, weed is a drug. Vegans will never get to the world of eating meat. They should focus on educating people in the high quality. No, people are becoming more conscious, and animal abuse and exploitation will stop, just like slavery stopped. Okay? So, Joey, you are on the side of slavery, I'm on the side of freedom, and animal rights and human rights. I know I'm on the right side of history, and I know that you are on the wrong side of history. How's the business doing? Pretty good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for staying subscribed. Thank you for your donations. All of your donations. Killing living beings with a gun is not ethical. Just because there's no pain, that's still bad and wrong. And if you can't see that, you need to work on your mind. Yes, marijuana is a dangerous drug. Especially smoking weed is bad. Very easy to misuse it, to abuse it. Marijuana can be used for medicinal purposes and to help you in some small ways, but it's not a recreational substance. If you use it for recreational purposes, you will suffer the consequences. How am I going to get jacked and mog off plants? In the same way that all vegan bodybuilders do. In that same way, okay? By training hard and eating food. Let's ask the gorilla how the gorilla maintains his muscle mass on a plant-based diet. Doesn't the gorilla know that he needs to eat animals and abuse animals? Man, the gorilla is so stupid and freaking weak. And same with the elephant and the giraffe and the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros. They need to abuse some animals. That's what they need to do. They're a little bit too weak, and it's sad. There's not enough protein in plants. So gorilla is just, unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Do I believe in God? Sure. Do I enjoy reading? Sometimes. Elephants are very intelligent. Yes, they are. Do I follow Hinduism? Yes, I do. How are the bees? They're doing good. I didn't manage to get any bees yet. Smoking is not healthy for sure. Do gorillas eat bugs? I don't know. I'd have to go and ask them. Maybe there's some bugs in the plants that they eat. I hear jihad in the background. No, that's not jihad. And we're gonna have to put you into a 24-hour timeout, Joey. So come back next time. Come back tomorrow, please. We are plant eaters. We can eat plants. It's very good for us. So eat your vegetables. I'm a Hindu too, and I really like reading Hindu mythology. Nice. Do you have a family? I don't have a wife or kids. No, not yet. Smoking anything is not healthy. Yes, I agree. Do you have any interest in comparative religions? No. Don't really have any interest in that. How old am I? I'm 30 years old. Have I been to India before? Yes, I have. I've been to India twice already. Fantastic land. Do penguins have knees? I'm not sure about that. I would have to Google it. What made you convert to Hinduism? Who said I converted? I just followed the teachings of wise men, like Sadhguru. The image is the man behind me. We're in India. I'm from Delhi, by the way. I've been to Kedarnath. I've been to Isha Yoga Center. I've been to New Delhi as well, just for one night. That's about it. I've been to Kailash as well. Are you a devotee of Shiva? Yes, I am. Do you practice Shambho Mahamudra and other programs like Shunya? I don't practice that. I've practiced Shambhavi for a long time, but not anymore. Now I am Shambhavi. How many gods exist in Hinduism and their names? Many millions, I think. Do you partake in alcohol consumption? No, I do not drink alcohol at all. Alcohol bad. Alcohol bad. Is Shiva a fake god? No, he's not a fake god. Do you think animals that are bred to be killed for food should be released into the wild? That'll be difficult to do because there are billions of them. Billions of animals slaughtered. So we should just not rape them into existence anymore and take care of the ones that are alive now. Yeah, I'm Shambhavi. Do I mean you're enlightened now? No, I don't mean that. Shambho, Shambho. If I'm going to hell, then let me go to hell now. If there is a God, then God will send me to hell now. Oh, sorry, there is no God. May I ask, why do you believe in Shiva? Because he is real. Yes, oh yes. Have you ever been to Mathura? That's the land of Krishna where he was born. No, I have never been there. I have never been there. So, if you have questions or comments, I'm here to read them. Let me just type something here. I'm still with you, just trying to type something. If you believe in past lives, then shouldn't you also believe in God? I mean, aren't you both things? I don't believe in anything. Okay? Belief is not valuable to me. Yes, Sadhguru is a person that changed my life forever, for the better. What is the name of Shiva's children? Why do you ask? Are you giving me a test? I'm not interested in your tests. I would love a conversation with you to know more about your faith. I don't have a faith. I'm just a guy that knows some things and doesn't know other things. Which parts of India has visited? I visited South India and North India. Okay. What's the proof of Shiva? I am the proof. I just ran into Mbappe. Congratulations. Do you believe you will make money from spreading knowledge like this? I don't have to believe, I know. Do you believe Shiva is the Almighty God? No, I don't believe that. What is the value of beliefs? Belief is nothing. You either know something or you don't know it. What is a belief? What, you believe in Santa Claus? Have you been to Sadhguru's event where he has a Shiva big statue and the whole night? I have never been to that event, no. But I've seen that statue in person. How many donations today? 12 donations. And we are looking to the 13th donation of the day. Who is going to be the 13th super chat of the day? Okay, G, you're getting banned for 24 hours. Please, we don't support stupidity here. Have you been to Kailash and Manasarovar? How do you know Shiva is real? My name is one of the names of Shiva. You must go to... Yes, I've been to Kailash and I've been to Lake Manasarovar. How do you know Shiva is real? I know Shiva is real because I've seen him. The value of beliefs is that it determines what we think and do. Yeah, but belief is not based on reality. I can believe that I have 10 arms, and if I fall backwards, then my arms will catch me. Will that happen? Well, I believe it, so it must be true. No, I'm gonna get hurt. All right. No, I didn't ban you from YouTube. How do I donate? I want to send you money on Streamlabs. Link is in the description. How did Shiva look? It's the only one we see in the picture. There are many pictures of Shiva. You would have to show me the right one and I'll tell you if that's what I saw. But how he looks is irrelevant. What he can do for you, that's what matters. Opinions on Satan? I don't know. I haven't seen him. Have you seen a deity manifest? Yes. He can fix my credit score.
At Sanjay Ramdev 7 donated 400 rupees. Sir, search to solve the problems like anxiety and problems of mind. I got Ovid. Shiva solves all our problems. You said 1 get 2 dive to Shiva energy. 3 destroy our problems. How to get that energy? Solve my prob. Can you guide me? Trident emoji.
If you want to connect to Shiva's energy, you look at a picture of Kailash. And if you really want to connect to him, you chant a mantra, Shiva's mantra, while looking at a picture of Kailash. That is basically guaranteed to get you there. So I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have any clarifications or other questions. But thank you very much, Sanjay, for your 400 rupee donation. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate you. And I'm only able to do this and be sustained in my life by donations to continue this live stream because of your help. So I appreciate your donations. Thank you so much. I know that money doesn't grow on trees. I know this is real money. So I'm very grateful to receive any donations and any support from you. Thank you so much again. Thank you as always. Will that solve my anxiety issues, sir? That is one small step towards solving your anxiety issue. But you have to look at your outside situations, your things that you're doing in your life. Maybe you're doing something that's hurting somebody else. That will definitely cause you anxiety. The less damage you cause to life, the more peaceful you are, the less anxiety you will have. So if you're going out and lying or scamming to people, you're going to be in an anxiety mess. If you're cheating or lying or killing, it's not good. You're going to be very unhappy. So change your life for the better. Change your living circumstances. Change your lifestyle. Well, thank you. How do you believe in God? Have you seen him? Yes, I've seen him. I don't have to believe. I know. Why do you believe in that? But it doesn't matter. I don't know. Why did I incarnate with pretty eyes? That was my choice. Do I know who Jared Leto is? Yes, I do. The famous actor. Have you opened your third eye? Yes. How do I find a way of moving out of my parents' place? Find an apartment and go there. What is the characteristic attributes of Shiva? He has a blue throat and destructive energy. What do you think about Kalabhairava? I think he's destructive. Is that Shiva emanating from your eyes? Yes. Where did you see? I saw it in Sadhguru and in Kailash. If beliefs don't matter, why do you believe killing is bad? I don't believe killing is bad. I know killing is bad. Hello. Do you own a fancy computer? Yes, I do. Have you ever done psychedelics? Yes, I have. And what is your belief of killing animals wrong? It's not wrong, it's fact. Shiva. Yes, that is how he looks like, with a big snake around his neck. Yes, I have killed, unfortunately. That's how I know it's wrong. I've broken all the 5 moral precepts that the Buddha gave of killing living beings, stealing, lying, misusing your sexuality, and intoxicating your mind. So when you lie to somebody, and you meditate, you realize, oh, this doesn't feel good, this hurts. Same thing with killing. Of course, I never killed human beings. All right, I'd be in jail. I killed some animals when I was a child, like fishing, and I fished. I killed those animals. That's unfortunate. I've killed many mosquitoes. That's about it. Never killed any land animals, thankfully. Thank God. So killing is bad. Killing will lead to lots of pain in your mind and your heart. Do you know anything about a gigantic rainbow serpent? No, I don't. I used to kill bugs as a kid. Thankfully, I stopped. Yep. So we are looking to raise more donations. The 14th and 15th donation. If you support my channel, you can donate via Super Chat, or you can donate via Streamlabs. And if you buy a Super Chat, make sure it's not from the iPhone. Anywhere else is fine. What's your take on celibacy? Do you practice it? How can you, now that you're into it, spiritually awake, are you feeling you're tired of the third eye? Yes, I practice celibacy. I'm celibate right now, in all ways. And even if I do decide to be with a woman, I will choose not to ejaculate. That's very important. What is the point of life when you have to waste it on making money? There is no point of life. Life is just fantastic by itself. Why is it important? Why is celibacy important? Because you gain a lot of power and energy from retaining your sexual energy, especially as a man. You should meditate, Sanjay. Start a meditation practice. Sit in your room silently, close your eyes, and sit silently for 5 minutes. Also, if you're living in India, you should go visit temples. That's a fantastic resource that you have as well. Highly energetic temples, not just any temple. Make sure it has lots of prana. Usually, the more ancient the temple is, the better, because yogis would go there and energize the place. So go to some ancient temples. How was the third eye Kundalini awakening experience? Very pleasant. Like having an orgasm in your mind. Will you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2 with your Dr. Rob? Yes, I do. Yes, if you send me a donation. Can you define what is God? No, I can't. What's your PC specs? I have a good gaming PC. It can run most games. Animals live better life in the wild because they're not enslaved for food. Maybe R1, maybe. If you donate. How do you come to know Shiva is God? I've seen him. Is it true that people go to vegan for a period of time before doing psychedelic trips to ensure it's safe? That would be a good idea. That would be my suggestion. If you have animals' corpses inside of you and that kind of energy is plaguing your mind, then if you take psychedelics, it's gonna stir it even more. Sure, I respect you if you have a gun. Your answer is no special, just random answers like the other guy. Okay. You give the internet a lot of prana. Thank you, thank you. Are you a humanist? I guess. Did this awakening happen because of your practice of Shambho? Can you tell me what method you follow? Yes, Shambho was a big contributor to that, yes. I practiced it every day for about a year. Twice a day, actually, twice a day. How old am I? I'm 30 years old. If you see someone, does that make him God? No. Shiva, if I have a gun, you respect me as an authority? In the moment, I do. If you're pointing it at me, sure. I respect that power or authority.
At Joe Whatware donated $2. You're know what, chicken butt.
Thank you very much for your super chat. Jew what where? Thank you. I appreciate your support to the channel. And if you want to be the 15th super chat and have your question be written out loud, then please make sure you donate. But never from the iPhone, because Apple and YouTube takes more than 50% of that donation. So open up a Safari window or Android, a laptop, or something else. What if I don't respect you? I don't know. May I know how Lord Shiva helps you to clear your mind, problems? So this is something you have to strive for, Sanjay. You have to meditate. That's the process that I did for about 10 years. This is how I got to this place. It's not just a God looked down upon me and said, you're going to be blessed. That didn't happen. It happened later when I did the work, when I did lots of years of hard work. But you have to meditate, okay? That's the solution to your problems. What rational answer can you give? I don't know. Alright, Skunk 4, you're getting banned for 24 hours. Come back tomorrow. What's your opinion on Sikhs? I don't have much of an opinion on them. Good. If you're a Sikh, good. What do you do apart from these live streams? I live my life. Is Sadhguru your guru? Yes. Yeah, that's very synchronistic, Mr. Chi. That's good. So, we are still looking to raise the 15th super chat and be halfway to our goal. When was the last time you smoked weed? Many years ago. You're from Tamil Nadu, then go visit the Isha Yoga Center. Okay, that'll solve your problems. Is banning people with righteous questions have respect from summary speech? They don't have righteous questions. They're trolling. You're the real deal, man. I'm certain. All right, cool. Sadhguru may consume milk and honey, but I'm sure those products come from an ethical place. Have you ever rented a bike? Yes, I have. When I was in Bali, I rented a bike. A scooter. It was fun. Do you like maple syrup? Yes, I do. Yes. Man, I'm gonna make some vegan pancakes and have some maple syrup. That's thank you for reminding me. How do animals live better in life where they're eaten than in farms? Help me make it sense. Animals are raped. The baby gets stolen from them. They are put into a prison where they get exploited every day. And then they have their heads cut off for food. So you tell me how that's better than being free in the wild. Have you ever had vegan hot dogs? Yes. Some vegan meat now is so close to actual meat that it's like scary to eat. I remember I ate vegan veggie burgers a while ago and I was like really considering maybe they made a mistake or maybe this is maybe I'm eating meat. But they assured me, no, this is plans. So, would you eat a juicy beef burger for $2,000? I don't think so. Will I connect to Sadhguru just by watching you long enough? Most certainly, yes. Definitely you will. Do you have plans to go back to India? Kailash has been on my wish list for a long time. Is Kailash really a mysterious place like they say? Yes, Kailash was one of the most incredible places in the world. And I don't have plans to go back to India now, but I'm sure I will in the future. Well, I hope you passed your exams. If you studied, you will pass. Make sure you get some good rest. I would eat a vegan hot dog for 2,000. Nice. Which Hindu scripture do you subscribe to or consider to be true? None of them. I don't read Hindu scriptures. Where's your boyfriend, Rob? He's in Vietnam. What are the highest frequency thought and activities? How do I help shift higher consciousness with the consciousness and something? Maybe doing meditation, going to the Isha Yoga Center. You should go to the Isha Yoga Center. That's what you should do. Okay? Is Rob fun to be around? Kind of, yep. We're good friends, so we enjoy each other's company. Why did Dr. Rob lose his sanity? I don't know. He's an insane guy. Dr. Big Knob. Can you read Hindi? No, I can't. No. How is your friend? He hates you? He's just a confused guy. He doesn't hate me. What languages do I speak? I speak English, I speak Ukrainian, and I speak Russian. Yes, Ishan, you should go to the Isha Yoga Center. You should get initiated by Sadhguru into his programs. You should strive, meditate. That's the next steps. You should be more famous in India. Maybe I will. Never traveled through Quebec. All right, Kevin, I will. If scriptures are not true according to you, then the God mentioned there should be also not true. I don't know. Should I inspect your cause in a wrench, bro? If you have serious questions, spiritual questions, you can let me know. Is it hard to follow teachings of another human being? How is there no ego involved? When I saw Sadhguru and saw how remarkably enlightened he was, it was very easy to listen to anything he says. And I did. And I transformed my life because of that. So. Yeah. Are you married? No, not yet. Do you believe censoring people is cruel? Yeah, generally it is. Not in all cases, though. Have I attained enlightenment? No, I have not. Would you marry an Indian girl if ever? Who knows? Maybe I would. I don't know. Depends on the girl. Can you explain your clothing choice? What is there to explain? Thank you, MP3. Have you ever seen those Hindus in India who take a vow to stay standing on their head for 12 years? And like, yes. That's not really sensible in my mind. What do you think of the left-hand path as a route to enlightenment? I think that's probably not the way to go. It's going to lead to pain. Is there anything that Sadhguru says that you disagree with? Yes, there's like 3 things that he says that I disagree with. Number 1, I don't know why he said the thing about the jab when the little coughing situation was happening. Number 2, I disagree with his stance on milking animals and drinking milk and that whole thing. So he has animals working for him in the ashram, and they milk them. I mean, it's a little bit of a sensitive thing for me, but they seem to be happy cows, but they are forced to work for riding people around and whatever. That's something I disagree with. And something that I don't necessarily disagree with, but I don't understand, is how the Rudraksha, the necklace, can help you to realize things. I see him using his necklace to like figure out if a thing has positive energy or negative energy, or if something is good or bad. So that's something that I would have to ask clarification on him. about. That's pretty much it. That's all that I disagree with him. Everything else is like, the guy is incredible. And I don't believe everything he says. That's irrelevant for me to say, but I've transformed my life from the things that he told me or told people. If a cow has a calf in nature and the calf dies, what do you think happens to the cow who is full of milk? I don't know, maybe it hurts the cow for a while. Does a gun give me authority? Why are you asking me that question? How is it relevant to anything that we're talking about here? Why did you choose this path? Because I wanted to be free from suffering. Do people or you surroundings resist due to their appearance? Does it bother you? It's my choice how I respond to people. It's my choice. I don't know, Caesar, but I doubt it. What's the most impactful lesson you learned from your spiritual path? There isn't just one. I guess maybe the biggest one is that I'm responsible for everything. I'm responsible for the way that I feel, and that's much more profound than it sounds. You can make yourself feel, and you can be in the way that you want, 100%. You're in conscious control over your life. 100% of your life is under your control. Including inside, I mean. You can change your chemistry, you can make yourself be blissed out in whatever way you want. What was the first thing that made you follow this path? Pain and suffering. Would you prefer to have all the views from streaming with Rob? Would you prefer to... I don't know. How different is Buddha's path from Sadhguru's? It's quite different. It's very different. What do you think about the gangs being used as a toilet? What? Ganga. Oh, Ganga. Yeah, I think that's pretty bad. Well, organic materials are one thing, but poison and toxic chemicals are another. Are you practicing celibacy? Yes, I am. So. Advice to remain celibate. Stay away from women. Have you ever been to a Poo festival in India? No, I haven't. What do you think about all the sadhus who smoke ganja? I personally wouldn't do it. Is stopping someone's expression cruel? Yeah, I guess. Do you have a garden, Shiva? Yes, I do. Have you ever been to the cow poo? No, I haven't. No, this is not a chanting bee. These are just stone skulls to represent death. Why would you bite someone smoking? Smoke does not belong in your lungs. That's why. I've not heard of that guy, no. Acharya. Smoke does not belong in your lungs. What's your opinion on death? I know death will come for everybody, including you. Yes, if you ever buy a super chat on YouTube, or buy a YouTube membership on my platform or anybody else's, never buy it from the iPhone YouTube app. On my channel or anybody's channel, because more than 50% of that donation is lost. Cannabis is legal here in Canada. Maybe I'm going to be eating some cannabis very soon. Can a holy, perfect God do something unholy? Sure. How does one become less emotional? Why would you want to become less emotional? You want to have you want to be aware of your emotions and not let your emotions dictate you or move you. but emotions are good. So thank you for the gifts here. How to get rid of sexual thoughts? You can't really get rid of sexual thoughts. Just have them. Yes, heavens echoes. We are very happy. As long as you're human, you will have human needs. Exactly. Sexuality is just another need. Exactly. Wow, I'm getting a lot of fires here. The fire is burning. What's your opinion on people who masturbate? I mean, I don't have an opinion on people like that. You do you, man. No, don't do you. I mean, what I mean to say is that be conscious of what you're doing. How do you feel about nature? Do you have a better relationship with nature than you? Yes, I do. Absolutely. So stay away from masturbation. That's my advice. Does death scare you? Then what happens next? Death scares me on the surface, but in general, death doesn't scare me anymore. There's still some fear or some resistance towards that, but it's inevitable, so no need to be scared of something that's inevitable. Except maybe when it's premature. How do you be conscious and control your thoughts? Through meditation. It's a practice that you have to develop by meditating. Where is Roberto? He is in Vietnam. But if you're conscious and spiritual, then you will not die. That's the beautiful thing about it. I follow Sadhguru. Do you have wet dreams? You can answer with a nod or a shake in your head, please. Yes. If you practice human attention for a long time, you will inevitably sometimes get wet dreams. But that's stopping for me now. I'm going to censor as many people that as needed here in my live stream. I'm not censoring them in life. I'm putting a block to my property, my personal property. Is Shiva more powerful than Sadhguru? Yes. Sadhguru is like a pinky of Shiva. If you think I'm cute, that's good. Papa John's versus Domino's, neither. They both support animal abuse. Thank you, club golfers. Yeah. Why does Shiva love Sadhguru so much? Maybe somebody can answer. What about vegan pizza? Vegan pizza is really good. You should go vegan. It's very healthy for you. Oh, Papa John's does vegan pizzas. Okay, then I take it back. I would love to have some vegan pizza. If you send me some vegan pizza money, I'll buy a vegan pizza today. Who's the creator of evil? There's no such thing as evil. What time do you think you will go to moksha this time? I don't know. Maybe when I choose to. When I choose to, I'll go to moksha. Can you teach meditation? Yes, I can. Yes, I think Sadhguru can communicate with extraterrestrial beings. I think he was telling the truth. And Dustin, if you don't understand, then maybe you should start thinking a little bit more and harder. So we don't have to dissolve immediately after death? I don't know. Does Sadhguru also not pee on... No, I think he does. Stephanie Lockhart, welcome to our channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Do you think every sperm cell is alive? Yes. What sect does Sadhguru follow? He doesn't follow any sect. Do you like Alan Watts? Yes, I do. How can dying be premature? Well, if you're 20 years old and you die, I'd consider that premature. But if an 80-year-old dies, well, you lived your life. Why don't Rob become an Agori? I don't know, that's something to ask him. So if you have deep or meaningful spiritual questions, consider asking in the form of a super chat. I'll definitely answer in much more depth. Is Shiva master of semen retention? Yes. Well, the first yogi, not me.
At Neon Legend 683 donated $4.99. Here are some money for a straight up pork pizza, extra bacon, extra meat. Screw the VeggieTales group.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your donation, first of all, Neon. And I will not be buying animals' body parts with that donation, that's for sure. So you can rest assured your donation is going to go to a kind cause, not a cruel cause. But thank you very much for your donation. I'm supported by your donations. And if you want to donate to my channel, you can. I'll be happy to answer your questions. What if the animal dies of natural causes and then cooked? Is that humane enough to eat? Yes. If the animal dies of natural causes and you have no intention of killing it for pleasure, then it's okay. Yes, absolutely, Heavens Echo. So I'm only able to do this live stream every single day because of your donations. So thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. Okay, Egyptian Goose, I think you're having a manic episode, so we're going to give you a little break. How should one address me? However you want. Can you have a respectful discussion about what you know? I will compensate. Certainly. Ask whatever you want. Let me know your email. You can find my email on the profile of my YouTube channel. Click on more info, scroll down, and there should be an email section. Or you can message me on Discord or Instagram or some other place. When you're not live, do you talk normal? I'm talking normal now. I will not put a picture of Dr. Rob. Is it possible to be a gay yogi? Yes, it's possible.
At Danny92 donated €2. I'm not gonna say what I was saying, not sorry.
Alright, thank you for your support, Danny. The person that's having a psychological breakdown here, you need to just take a step back and breathe. Everything is okay. So if you have serious questions here about spirituality, I'll be happy to answer if I can. Yes. Meditate with me. Sit still with your legs crossed, close your eyes, and do nothing. If you have questions, write them out, ask them as a super chat, I'll answer them. Hello, Johnny. Thank you. Yeah. Kieran, yep. Be blessed, Sanjay. Be blessed. Thank you, thank you. How long have I been doing this on YouTube? Approximately a year. But I've been on YouTube for a year. So, are there any book series I recommend? No, not really. I'm emotional. I have emotions. Yep. Okay, this is it. This is the end of our live stream here. We are gonna end it off here. Actually, I think we're gonna wait for maybe 10 more minutes to keep it a nice even 3 hours. And then we will turn off this live stream. Do I meditate daily? If yes, how many hours? 3 hours on live stream. One message for humanity. Be kind towards animals. Be kind towards animals. Will you be on later? I might be on my gaming channel. You should subscribe on there. Shiva Kailash Games. Yes, subscribe to my gaming channel while you're here. Search up Shiva Kailash Games on YouTube and subscribe. Have I met Sadhguru? I've seen him 3 times in person. Never met him, per se. My family supports me. No, I don't play Fortnite. No Fortnite. Call of Duty, maybe. Some racing games. If you have any last questions, final questions, let me know before we end this live stream. Are your chakras open? Yes, they are. Excuse me. The yogis drew drugs? Some of them. Why do you play violent video games? They're fun. So fully clairvoyant, but not fully, I guess. Last chance to send your super chats, to send your donation. If you want to support my channel, you can. How do I know your chakras are open? Because I'm alive. Okay. Played some old games? Maybe I will. If you have some suggestions, I'll be open to hearing that. Have you ever met Masonic people? Their chakras are fully open? Okay. Do you know about lucid dreams? I do know about it. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. I'm glad it was given to me. If God comes in front of me, what would you say? Why do you abuse animals? I wouldn't say anything. I would just look. Masons practice human attention. That's good. That's good. Human attention works. Say no to animal abuse. 100% right. You got it. How many pull-ups can you do in one set? Maybe 12? Maybe less? If it goes to save all animals, then why not? Yeah. Eggs do count as animal abuse, yes. The hens get abused for the eggs. Exploited, they get exploited as well. Veganism purifies the prana of the body 100%. What do you eat? I eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and legumes. How do you live with your mom if you live in India? I don't live in India, I live in Canada. Then how would I get protein and B12 without eggs? Same way that I do. Eat plants that have protein and take some nutritional yeast or take a vitamin B12 pill, like the animals take pills or injections for vitamin B12. So don't abuse animals. Do you consume onion and garlic? Rarely. Onion and garlic are medicinal foods. They're not to be eaten regularly. Yes, that's what they say. It increases lust. We don't want to do that. Have you heard of Jainism before? Yes, I know about Jains. You're very enlightened, special in nutrition. Well, thank you. You're not the first person to say that, so it means there's something there. Deathcore music? No, I don't. I don't like heavy metal and music like that. It's very destructive to your energy system. Once in a while it's okay, but every day if you listen to it, it's going to lead to some damage. If I know what I would, if I died tomorrow, what would I do? I'd probably do the same thing I do every day. I probably still live stream. Do you like Trump? He's alright. Live tomorrow, yep. Gaming channel soon? Most likely, yes. What time do you live tomorrow? Around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How tall am I? I'm 5 feet 8 inches. Do you like Putin? No. Putin is one of the worst human beings on the planet right now. Can I make a deathcore song for your intro? Sure. We'll see if we like it. Does Putin eat meat? Yes, of course. Not only meat, he kills humans. He kills humans. Do you know Sanskrit? I know a few words in Sanskrit, but nothing special. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Hatred is not something good. Not something you want to harbor in your heart. Alright, we got about 5 minutes left, so ask your questions or forever hold your peace. Killing animals is wrong. Okay? No matter how you do it. Even if you're trying to survive, you want to kill them. It's still not the best, but the point is you can survive without animal food. Yeah, the love guru. People have said that before as well. Karma doesn't affect politicians? Of course it does. Of course it does. Some people are more conscious than others. Some people see that the act of eating an animal's corpse is not the best thing for your body, your health, or your morality, or your ethics. Have you ever been in the middle of a crocodile and fish in a river? No, I have not, thankfully. If it did not be there, yeah. Meat, yes. Yes, you should go vegan, not vegetarian. Vegetarians still abuse animals. Three minutes left. 3 minutes, and we are offline. So ask your statements, make your comments. And we're gonna be going offline. Veganism is automatically kosher. Yep. No milk as well. No milk. Milk supports animal abuse. Not to say that if you go to some happy farm, it's not okay to drink milk. It's fine. But if you're buying it from the grocery store, you're abusing animals for sure. Thank you. 17 subscribers, a big milestone. Off to the next. You don't love milk. You can eat some plant milk. Have a good day as well. Thank you for joining. Looking forward to meeting you someday. Definitely I'll be doing something more dynamic to get more views, for sure. But right now, this is what we're doing. We're here to talk to you, answer your questions, and so on. Receive your donations, most importantly. Cow milk has pus. You're drinking pus. Okay? Thank you, Heavens Echo. Good night. Good seeing you here. Can Shiva beat John Jones in an MMA fight? The historic Shiva, yes. Me? Doubtful. Pus is nasty, yes. Good night, Danny. Good seeing you here. Thank you for joining. One more minute. Well, thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your donations. Thank you, Danny. If you're here, if you're subscribed, I love you. 9 a.m. here, we just heard start my day. Okay. Good morning. Was Shiva looks maxer too? Maybe. Ignoring problems is the best way to deal with them. Yeah, that's the last thing that we're going to end it off here. It's very good advice, okay? Just if you have problems in your life, just ignore it, and probably will go away. Anyways, it's a joke. Thank you very much for joining, my friend. Thank you for being here. I highly appreciate you continuing to be subscribed. I love you very much. Thank you for supporting me and supporting my channel. And I will see you here the next day, which is tomorrow. Blessings.